Welcome back to the Something Something podcast. I'm here with Chris
Hi.
and Michael.
Hello.
And, we're at the end of the year, so after we get into the games we played for this month, we're going to get into our games of the year. I'm going to just say I haven't played anything new, so someone else is going to talk about what they played today and this month.
Not today, actually.
So, Michael, since you're just going to list...
Yeah, I was gonna say I've barely also played anything. I've been sick for a lot of months, so I just haven't really had the energy to open anything. It's pretty much the same as last month. Lost Judgment and Outer Wilds. I picked up Celeste recently. I've already played it before. I'm just trying to 100% it after the Game Awards because I really like that. I really like this game, and I'm glad they announced some not similar game, but the same team that made the game. I'm hyped for that, so I just wanted to come back and play this again. But yeah, that's about it.
And Chris, anything this month?
Well, I've been playing Pokemon. I'm close to finishing Dex. Finally saw the legendaries and stuff. Cool beans.
You got the swords?
Yeah. The swords? They didn't look like swords, but
No, the swords
Yeah.
in the the slates.
oh,
in the ground.
the stakes. The
stakes.
Okay. Yeah. And
Alright.
then I had Kyle trade me a bunch of shit. Michael's low key capping though, because we were playing River City Girls.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. We're
But
playing that. That's right.
it's just the first game, but better. So I don't know.
Yeah. It's a good game. I'm enjoying that a lot.
Oh, it's good.
But yeah,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no,
we're like really
we'll
early in
come
that.
back
There's
to that when we beat the game.
Yeah, we're really early in that. There's not really much to say about that.
Open world pixel game.
Well, now that's should I start my game of the
Sure.
I straight up, I got one game. Everything else is not. They're just all in the mix down there.
I know
There's no order.
It's so funny when you know.
Yeah, of course.
So I guess honorable mentions because I have played a good amount of games. I want to put Omori in my honorable mentions.
Wow.
It's good. It's a good
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't played a lot this year either, so good.
I can agree with you.
Also, these are honorable mentions, so I think that's it. I don't think.
Damn, that is crazy.
It's just a term of I guess resonating with me more. Because, I also played the Persona games this year, but that was fun. And then, I'm done. And because I played them at a time where, I can't really, well, not that I can't discuss them, but it's just, late to the show, so it's kind of...
Yeah, I get you.
When a game that, hits people, is super popular, but you miss the hype, it makes it kind of not dilute it, but now the game really is standing on its own with no hype next to you or it, so it's basically that. There's
That's fine. That part's still good.
a lot of static coming from you, Chris.
Static.
Yes, you hear it?
I
Mike?
hear it too.
Yeah. Okay.
I hear it too.
Anyway.
Uh-oh.
So I'm gonna go in ascending order, so bottom to top.
Yeah, I figured.
Although they're close, if for different reasons, they're different games, but they're close to each other, I guess. I want to start with.
Am I still static?
Huh?
Am I still static?
No, you're good.
No, it's a little better now.
A little.
It's better. It's better. I'm going to start with Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
Oh, good. Because that's probably something I was going to just mention.
Kirby did not have a rough transition into 3D. Let me tell you.
Oh, no.
No. It's so fun when, Chris, you can like relate to this kind of like we've been watching Kirby like step its feet into like 3D, like with little mini games and little like in the 3DS game, you remember those like mini games in like Planet Robobot and Triple Deluxe, where Kirby was 3D, but they didn't have anything to do with anything.
Yeah, they used to dabble in 3D.
Yeah, but now this first like full 3D, and it really did so good. The concept of its abilities, upgrading them, the enemies. It's a very cute game. Everything's nice. King DDD is round again.
Fat.
Now, what's crazy is I think it's a good game, but it didn't change for me. It didn't change the way I think of Kirby. It's just now he's in 3D. That's pretty much it.
I think
it's like when Mario went to 3D, I was like, damn, shit, it's different.
Well, we weren't like. I wasn't.
Of course, yeah, I wasn't.
We kind of grew up with that at the same time.
But if you played like Mario World, and then we played 64, it's like completely.
Yeah, they're different games. Yeah, definitely. I think.
Or it's like a two, like the what was the game before this one? Star Allies, and this one is still the same like structure. It's just that this one's 3D.
Yeah, the difference I feel personally is that
I mean,
Kirby's a very simple game, very simple. Like, so when it went to 3D, I guess I wasn't expecting crazy, but I was expecting new, and I think it did that very well. I think, the way they added some movement abilities into Kirby that just come naturally, or the few ability upgrades, like that's all new. I think it does a good job in stepping into like a new way, without just being like 2D to 3D, I guess. It is very similar though. Like, it's not anything like Mario 64 versus like Super Mario Brothers. They're very different, but this is more similar, I guess.
No, yeah, I still think the game is good. It's just that it's not like it didn't blow my mind completely. But I'm glad. I'm just happy Kirby's in 3D because I've been begging. I've been on my knees for a couple of years. So to see it finally happen is good.
And okay, so next, that's anything I'm about to say about Kirby. Kirby's great. It won Best Family Game, didn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's deservedly so.
I think so.
Are we going around? Like, so is Michael gonna do his 3?
Oh, you know what? That might be.
I was gonna say that's what we did last time, isn't it? We did 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1.
Okay, that's good actually. Michael, you go do your or whatever. I don't. You know what, let's you go, Michael, because that's the order we did like the games we played.
Okay. All right. So my third and second are really like in the same ballpark, and this one is going to come down to what I personally value more. But like, I think on an objective standpoint, they're probably the same, like around the same. But of course, I'll put emphasis on what it is that I value more. My third game is going to be I covered it like over the summer. The Atelier Sophie 2 game, that JRPG that I was saying like, oh, that might be the best JRPG I've ever played. That's not saying a lot. I don't play JRPGs. I'm not a weeb.
Wait, you shouldn't. Don't say that. Never clarify.
No. Twitter. I don't want people coming after me on YouTube. I'm not fighting YouTube commenters. Anyway, the main reason that I'm putting it as third and not second Actually, I'll go over it with the second one. But the gameplay is superb. Like in terms of gameplay, it's very easily the best JRPG I ever played. Like bar none. Second place, not even remotely close. I mean, I've said before, especially when I was actually talking about that game, I'm just a sucker for like Omega customization, where you can like play a game 3 different times and have like 3 completely different loadouts each time. I'm a sucker for that kind of thing. And that's pretty much what the entire series is about. So I had a lot of fun with that. I think I clocked almost 80, 90 hours into that. Maybe I hit 100. No, I don't think so. Yeah, and that was a lot. And then at the end of it, I was thinking about it. I wrote like a very small, brief summary review thing. And my major complaint was there wasn't more to do. So, I mean, that's twisted is a good thing. So, yeah, I really like that game. I didn't think I would. I was doing the rounds, but actually ended up really liking it. So, yeah, but there is a specific reason why second place is in the same category, but is above that game, and I'll get over it. I'll go over that when I get there. So that's about it for that one.
Yeah, that's always a good complaint to have. It's like the game ended.
Yeah, that's literally. Well, I want to play more. Like, hello.
I want to throw this note for viewers. This isn't necessarily games that came out this year. This is just games that we've played this year.
Yeah.
Our favorite games.
My first place is like a decade ago or something. I don't know.
Yeah, so we'll just.
Oh yeah.
I just wanted to mention that because I forgot to mention it earlier. So Chris, you go ahead. Your third.
I mean, I was gonna mention Kirby, but I guess.
Oh wow.
I can mention. I want to say, I'm gonna say this now, I guess. Legends like Arceus, not because the game was like good, even though it's like for a Pokemon game, it's incredible.
I love when things are like good for the series. That's
it's for the series.
That's
good.
the most like
anything else.
It's the most backhanded compliment, but for game series like that, it works.
Right.
I think it's great.
Like when that game came out, or did it leak? It leaked or whatever. When that game was out in the public, and I was like playing that shit I was quite literally stunned. That Game Freak has the ability to make a real video game, and they just haven't been doing it. Like, what do they do? Like you can do so much in that game. It's so fun. You press more than A is what I'm trying to say. So you press more than the A button in a Pokemon game, and it was really cool. So I have to give it up. I'm not gonna mention Scarlet and Violet, even though it's just the same thing there. Even though I like that game better, but
I think it's.
I appreciate that Pokemon, went somewhere this year.
Yeah, that's actually what I was gonna say. When I was doing my research, I was like, "Oh shit, Arceus is this year! Holy crap!"
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Arceus was like one of my top 3 played games this year on the Switch. So I definitely sunk hours into that.
I didn't look at that.
I looked at like what I played on Steam, on my PlayStation, and on Switch. So that's pretty much where everything's coming from.
We're going to play on PlayStation.
Oh, I know you mentioned Legends Arceus. / I guess you're not mentioning it, but / Scarlet Violet. So you like that better?
Yeah, because it's the same stuff.
Do you have any honorable mentions?
I forgot to mention mine too.
Yeah, I just realized that, Michael.
I mean, I guess.
Just something that you want to throw out. You have to talk. So
I did play. You guys know I've been playing the Final Fantasy games. So that's been on pause recently because I've been playing Pokemon. The Dex is getting completed tomorrow, right? But
true.
Every game before 6, for a reason that we'll get into in like 20 minutes. But every game before 6 is honorable mention. I actually really enjoyed seeing these classic games. Some, better than others. But it's cool to see the franchise. Even though I wouldn't call myself a Final Fantasy fan, right? Just know that. Just know that I'm not. I wouldn't call myself a Final Fantasy. I'm a fan of Final Fantasy, but I'm not a Final Fantasy fan. I'm a Final Fantasy 14 fan and a Final Fantasy 7 fan, but not a Final Fantasy fan. Okay? As long as we get that understood
The
to
distinction.
everyone out there and to you guys.
Yes.
But either way, the games are fun. They were fun to play. I always like going back to some old games. I don't know why recently. Maybe I'm just a fucking boomer now, right? Like I just like going back to old games and seeing how they hold up and stuff.
Yeah. It really is just... It's nice when a video game that's old, despite, your expectation changing, that can still hold up nicely. It's always nice to see. Michael, did you have any honorable mentions, like, really quickly, now that we...
I do. I gotta keep mine short and sweet, because there's two simple... I only have two, and there's simple reasons why they're not there. The first one, there's this, like, VR game. I streamed it once or twice. It's called Boneworks. It's just, like, so cool what you could do in that game. Like, with the realistic... it's the one that you guys played when you came over. Like, with the realistic guns, and, like, just, like, the physics simulator. That shit is so cool. Every time I load it up, I have such a blast. I love that thing. It's only an honorable mention because... Well, I mean, both of these are for the same reason, but this one is a little less so. I haven't finished it. It's not really a game... This one's not really a game to finish. I mean, there's like a quote-unquote story, but it's really just more like a play with physics kind of thing. That's really the only reason I didn't really want to put it on, just because there's more for me to do, and I have not done it yet. And then the other one is the same thing. Lost Judgment would be number one, but I'm not finished, so I'm not going to put it on the list. That game is a fucking blast. I love that game with all my heart. Just already. I'm like almost 70 hours in, and I don't even feel halfway done. I fucking love that game, but I'm not finished with it, so I will not be putting it on. I just wanted to mention it. That's all.
Alright. Actually, you know what? So, this is kind of random, I guess. So, I played this game for the first time today. Today, at the time of this recording, is my brother's birthday. So, he wanted...
Happy birthday.
He wanted me to buy him It Takes... He wanted me to buy him It Takes Two for his birthday.
Oh, that game, yeah, I remember that game.
Yeah, and so I played it for the first time today with him, and that game's
good.
That game's really good. It's really fun.
Didn't it win Game of the Year somewhere?
It won Game of the Year the year it released. It's a really fun game. I thought you guys played it. I thought both of you played it.
No. We haven't.
Nope.
No.
It would seem like one that we would, right? But no.
We've talked about it, but we haven't actually.
It's really fun. I think it's a nice, like, so far we're not done. We're like probably like only a third or quarter of the way, but it's really fun. It's nice. It's cute. Like, the style's cute, and I like what I played. I really did.
Yeah, it looks good.
And honestly, it's so nice to play like a co-op game, you know?
Yeah,
we don't get those much.
I've been feeling that too. It's nice to just, yeah.
I know, like, these honorable mentions, I don't feel like talking too much about those, but I think that there's a certain level of just actual cooperation in a video game becomes like, it's nice. It's just really nice. And it's so weird that it's not a common thing, especially with, like, online gaming and, like, being able to play with friends wherever, that this isn't a more, like, prominent, like, game genre.
All the time.
The last time I remember something like this was Snipper Clips on the Switch.
Yeah.
Which was a fun game too, for the same reason. I think that, hopefully, obviously it was Game of the Year like a year or two ago, but
not like that matters, but
yeah.
But it's a thing under its belt. Right?
No, what I mean by that is that I kind of hope that that flicked on something in somebody's head in a game development studio that, hey, maybe we should make more co-op or make a co-op game or something. Because I think, well, I primarily enjoy single player games. I'm not really like a multiplayer game fan. I do, well, multiplayer in the sense of like, I don't know how to call that. I prefer games that I'm on my own, really. So, usually. So, to really enjoy a game where I get to, be friends, work together, that was fun. I enjoyed that. And it 100% would deserve Game of the Year, since I don't know what the other things were. I can see why it won. And it was fun. It's been fun so far. But,
I mean, yeah, I mentioned earlier that me and Michael were playing Diversity Go. So, I mean, when we played the first game, it was just, I don't know the reason why we even played it. Probably we saw Way Forward on it and was like, I don't know, let's just try it out.
Yeah.
But we loved that shit because we played it co-op. Maybe we probably wouldn't have liked it as much if we played it single player, but
No, for sure.
playing that shit
Yeah.
co-op online, we're having a freaking blast with it. And we're doing it for the second game.
I
And
think
that's just something that we don't really get too often. And I always complain about this every fucking time. Any game ever.
I think honestly, it also brings, well, for me, because I grew up with my brother, so we're close to the same age. That this is like the first time in a long time that I've played like a video game with him, because when you're like, because we grew up with like the Wii and stuff, so we always were like we're always playing together. But this is the first time in a long time we don't live together, so I actually got to play like something with him, and that was great. I think it really becomes a testament to like more games should do this, and it's really sad they don't. And I just wanted to say that.
Yep.
Games become better when you're friends when you can be with friends against the story, not like against.
Well, why do you think? What was it? New Super Mario Bros. Like Wii popped off.
Yeah, because
Why do you think
four
that
of your
game
friends
popped
could
off?
play together. Yeah, that's crazy. 3D World is fun for that reason, because you have like on Switch the re-release.
Right, but nobody on the Wii is, so it was unfortunate.
No, I mean on Switch, where you can play online with each
online.
other. Yeah, you can play with
I
online.
never finished that, but
But that's fun. It's good. I like.
Yeah, but it was great. That was great.
I don't
I
mean.
love playing that shit.
And I don't mean games like I guess like Smash Brothers, where you're playing together but against each other too. It's like, I don't mean games like that.
What do you mean like co-op? Just say co-op.
Yeah, like really just co-op, like designed as co-op. I guess that's what made video
Kirby
games.
in the Forgotten Land has co-op, but guess what? I don't have to finish that one.
Yeah. Sad. I want to also, just because, what was I going to say? Oh, because I'm segueing into my number 2. Kind of.
Numero dos.
That will be Splatoon 3.
Oh, well, spoiler.
Why do you think?
Splatoon 3 is great. It's really fun, and the new things they added really just add to like Splatoon, what it is, and how fun it become. One of the best changes is like Salmon Run available all the time, which is so funny. That just access to a mode all the time that should have always been accessed. That's crazy, but that really makes it better because you just have something to do. And the I guess battle pass essentially. That really, that does drive incentive to play like something like every day. Like,
yeah, I mean that's the point, right?
There is reason to play, and it's.
I hate fucking battle passes. Man.
They're fun little it's fun little things that mean nothing though. So yeah, it's not like it's gonna grate on you if you don't play it. Although you'll miss out on the stuff, so I guess that sucks.
Yeah, that's what they all are. So all battle passes are like, oh, you'll never get this again.
The Tricolor Splatfests are fantastic. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I think the 3 ways are cool.
So there's
that was super cool. That's part of the
new thing that they're gonna do for the next Splatfest, which is soon, is
4 color Splatfest.
Is now anyone can be defending and anyone can be attacking. So even the team that's leading in the middle can be attacking. So not everyone gets to defend and everyone gets to attack in the same Splatfest.
I'm not sure.
What? Oh, I see.
Oh, sorry. I'm not sure if that's like a. We'll see how that works out. But that's cool.
Clearly, to be fair, clearly they didn't know what they were doing. They just thought of an idea and they're trying to see how to make it work.
Yeah, you guys are playtesters right now.
I think it's funny, but it's good. I'm having fun with it. It's great. The new gear is nice. The new weapons are nice. So they added like a pencil sniper, which is funny. Do you guys remember the like sniper? You guys have played Splatoon, so you might know the.
Nope, never played it in my life.
You know that sniper that like doesn't kill, but it charges up super fast, so in 2 shots it kills.
Yeah.
Basically, they made that, but now it's 1 charge holds 5 shots.
What?
And you can just shoot that like 5 shots at 2 kill. So it's new.
That's crazy.
Interesting. It's new.
They added a new splatter. I don't know, blaster. No, not a blaster. Shooter. Whatever the splatter shot is. They added a new splatter shot. That it basically shoots. It's just a farther shoot, but it's. I don't know what the drawback is. I think it's weaker, but it shoots farther.
Is it like the Zapper?
Do you know like the Jet Squelcher or like whatever weapon shoots far? Like just shoots really far. It's basically that. It covers more It covers more area, I think. Well, it's just new weapons. I think every like season is gonna bring new weapons and new stages. Oh, they brought a new stage. It's really nice. So if the seasons are gonna continue how they're continuing now, that means that every thing is gonna bring back an old stage that they changed, and then a brand new stage and a new stage to Salmon Run. So I think that's all pretty cool.
What the hell was the new mode that was going on? "Quote unquote" new mode. I don't know if it was a new mode or not.
Well,
And I think they mentioned it in some.
Big Run. Big Run, right?
Big run?
That's
I
Do you run while you're big?
no. It's basically imagine Salmon Run, but on the Turf 4 stages.
Oh.
That was really cool. Actually, it was fun. They had Wahoo World from Splatoon 2 as the first one. It was really cool. It's kind of crazy playing like Salmon Run on the regular stage. The way they have to like format it to work. Shit gets crazy.
Yeah, that's probably really interesting. I didn't see any gameplay of that.
But I think that Splatoon 3 is great. Oh, they also added like, great that you can change the like the prime ability slot. You know how like in Gear you have like your main ability slot and then 3 more. Now you can change that first one that used to never be able to be changed. So now you can just tack on like last ditch effort on everything if you wanted to. Well, on
Toxic.
on headgear actually, or Ninja Squid. You can just tack that on, or
Ninja Squid. Real toxic.
dude, just throw that on if you really want to. I'm pretty happy with what we've been getting. I hope that we get more I don't know what to call them. I guess more weapon kits, I guess. Cuz you know like in Splatoon there's like the weapon and then they have like weapon B, like that's the same thing but with different sub and special. I hope we get more of those. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Cuz the ones we got were cool and all, but I kind of want different kits. But it's fun. Really good. I won the last 2 Splatfests, and I don't plan on losing this 3rd one, because my opinions are always right, so that's why I'm winning.
All right, this guy.
Team Sweet.
What are you picking? Sweet? Okay. I was like, I'm pretty sure Sweet's gonna win this one. They handed that one.
Yeah, to Fry. They're like, here you go, Fry. You keep losing, so here you go. But sweet is better. I think I like sweet better. Spicy or sour, at least.
If he doesn't win, everyone's racist.
I saw that tweet. That's so funny. Yeah, teams. Sweet versus spicy versus sour. And sweet is better, so I will be picking that. And if I lose, then Splatoon's just wrong.
True.
Splatoon is wrong.
Tell
it's the community that's wrong.
Yeah, the community's just wrong. Obviously.
What won the fire, water, ice? Ice? Grass?
Fire, water, grass. Water won.
Water won. Interesting.
Yeah. Big Man Sweet. Hilarious, by the way, because I do not pick my teams based on the idol, because that's stupid. I think that's a dumb reason to vote, to pick on what the character you like best. However,
Marie was always right, so there was no.
I think you should vote based on what you truly think is better, but I did think water is better because most of the types I pick are water, so here we go. And it was great, and I won, so.
What was the Pikachu option?
When Splatoon 4, when they add,
Oh, 4 idols, huh? Would that be a little much?
No, because there's going to be 4-way ink battles. Anyway, that's what I have to say about that. Splatoon 3 is great. So, Michael, you're number 2.
Number 2, huh? You sure you want to be asking about that? Anyway,
I love in-jokes.
Well, I don't get it. Can you explain? Sorry.
Do I need to go? My number 2. This one is barely made the list. Not because,
That's so funny that it's your number 2 that barely made the list, not your number 3.
Let me explain. I was going to explain it. Because I was checking, the last time I got the achievements, it was very close to being more than a year ago. Very close. Like next week or something would have been a year. So it counts, but it was almost there. My number 2, Yakuza 7, Like a Dragon. It's in the same category as Tellier. Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna get into it. The reason it's number 2 and not number 3. I don't think the gameplay is as good. Not even in the same universe. I won't say I won't like it. It's not good gameplay. It's a JRPG. It's just very, very basic. I think the rundown for that is they were going to do a beat 'em up, then decided last minute to make it a turn-based just for lore reasons. And I mean, it makes sense. It's just they clearly didn't have the time to actually make anything cool with that. And so it's just a very basic RPG. There's nothing unique about it. It's not very customizable. It's customizable. It's just not very customizable. Anyway, forget the gameplay. The story is pretty easily the best story in that entire series, and that's what I value a little more than the gameplay. Because as long as the gameplay is still serviceable, a story can carry me through. And god damn, that story was good. Yeah. I don't know if I have anything else to say about that.
I want to mention the one Yakuza fact I know. Isn't Like a Dragon the name of Yakuza in Japan?
Yeah, it's always been that, and now they're finally changing it for us. Because,
yeah.
Because number 1, they realized it was wrong, and number 2, it's a new protagonist. The protagonist of this game is just now the protagonist of the series going forward. I guess they decided a rebranding was in place, but it is still the same series, the same timeline, all of that. The best story they've written by a whole landslide. Even the Judgment games are a little lower in the story aspect. This one was just, people say peak fiction. I don't agree, but it's damn close. It's damn close.
We gotta kill that term. It's so funny. It was funny, and then
it stopped being funny because
call it
People call
Yeah,
that
it's not-
everything
it's not
peak
music.
fiction.
Yeah,
No one knows what
music.
peak fiction anymore is. Also, like, the same thing with mid. Like,
Bro, oh my goodness.
I
everyone,
actually, yeah, I very much hate
Oh
the
my
fact that
goodness.
mid
you
just
ruined
means
it like
bad
that.
now, and that's never. It just means normal,
okay.
average.
That's why I just started saying okay. I just started saying okay.
Yeah, because like
God.
people turn like terms into mean nothing. Because now when you say like peak fiction, you just think it means it's a good.
Man,
It's
Yeah,
just
it's
good.
what was crazy is that like what last year when I played like Endwalker and finished it for the first time, I literally didn't know how to describe it, and then my friend goes peak fiction. I'm like, this is true, peak fiction. And then like 3 months later, it's just became a meme for everyone, and everyone says it. It's like, well, we can't really
Can't really claim that word anymore. Shit.
use that anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I only disavow that word because I have a small distaste for the ending. It's not Astral Chain where it fucking ruins the game. It was just like a small detail about it kind of was like, okay, we could have left that out. That wasn't really necessary for the plot. I mean, obviously I'm not going to get into it. Not only because spoilers for any recent game, but also just nobody would know what I'm talking about anyway. Yeah, it was just a small part of the ending that.
I'm playing 0 and 7.
Yeah.
I actually do.
It
have
was a small-
Zero.
It was a small part of the ending that just kind of put me off a little bit. I was like, but it was still a great game overall. Yeah. Just in summary, I guess, amazing story. Probably, I'm a little hesitant, but I could see myself making the claim that it's the best story I've played in it. No, wrong. It's
That is a claim.
I love your
Top three stories.
I don't know.
fighting
I don't
with
know what's the
yourself.
claim, right? But that's a claim.
Top three story. Top three stories. It's not top one. It's top three.
Yeah. Always say top 3.
Yes.
It could mean anything.
But yeah, that's about it. It just incredible story. It does everything right. It's just the gameplay was rushed. So I have very high hopes for 8 because now with 8, they shouldn't be scrambling for time. Like, oh shit, wait, we just changed the entire battle system 6 months before release. Hold on. Yeah, but yeah, that's about it. Good game, very good game.
Damn, I like that.
Mm-hmm. Chris, your top. Your
Right.
second.
So, yeah, I guess my second favorite game that I played this year, as I mentioned a little earlier, the honorable mentions, there's one I missed out, and that was the Final Fantasy VI. Right? Because that's like I feel like they like accidentally made that game back then. Like, that game was really good. Like the amount of shit that they put in it, how like open it is. There's like 2 parts of the game. There's like one part where it's like a linear RPG, and then like you get to the second half of the game where it's like, well, fuck off, see ya. And it's and you gotta like go around, get all the parties and stuff like that. The gameplay is super cool because you get like the summons. You can attach them to like a character, and then the summons will teach the character moves. And you can put that on like any character, so you can mix and match that shit. And once they learn the move, they keep the move. So you can just make everyone bust it. Right? I think the part there's what is it, 15 party members. That's a little much.
That's yeah.
It's a little much.
Yeah, relax with that one.
Some of them are very optional too. Like you probably won't even like see them if you don't like go accidentally find them like me or or like look it up. I think that the main characters are cool. The story's really good, but I don't want to. But like that's all I'm really gonna say about that. Because that'd be super cool. If I had to recommend a classic Final Fantasy game, it would definitely be Final Fantasy VI. You don't have to play anything else. Play 6. Yeah, keeping that one short and sweet. Because because the first game, we're gonna be here for a good hour. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
When you were saying putting putting shit like the monsters on people to teach them moves. That rung a few bells in my head. I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'd like that.
Yeah, it's cool. Very cool. It's like, I mean, it's definitely the besides 7, it's definitely the most sucked off. Besides,
Yeah,
well, you have to take 7 out.
6, 7, 8. I like hear a bunch about.
Yeah, 8 sucks.
You know, I remember I tried 8 at some point too. I gave it like a good like hour or something. I was like, this is lame.
No, that was 9. 9 is actually good. I know. I remember
was
you
that 9?
said 9. You didn't like 9. Yeah, I
Was
remember
that 9?
you
I don't remember.
8.
Okay.
We had a whole podcast where I was just complaining about Final Fantasy 8.
Yes, you did.
That's
I
just
remember that.
That game sucks.
So funny.
Yeah,
calm down,
I
8
don't
defenders,
know.
by the way.
8 defenders?
I've seen you.
Oh,
I've seen them.
Were they
before.
actually in the comments?
No, I mean,
No.
I've seen them when I've been looking up Final Fantasy.
Okay, dude.
Because
I don't understand. Like, sorry.
I was looking for like a
You
general.
got him going, bro.
I was looking for a general, like, I guess, consensus among Final Fantasy fans about like what their favorites are. And you know, once I scrolled down like the regular opinions, and you get to like the hot takes, and then I saw like 8 among their top 2 or 3, and then I was like, and they're like, they have to preface it always by saying like, I know.
That's how you know it's garbage, bro. That's how you know it's garbage. Are you kidding me?
I think it's so funny.
How did they make Final Fantasy 7 and then make Final Fantasy 8? And then they made Final Fantasy 9 after that? What happened?
Maybe they knew they had like the best thing ever with 7, so then they had to drop the ball for 8, so then 9 wouldn't have to suffer.
Yeah, so 9 wouldn't look as bad.
Yeah.
It was stupid. It was really dumb. Whatever.
Also, it makes 7 look better because you know.
True. Shout out to Cloud Strife.
True.
Anyway, are you
Yes, someone do the number 1.
okay? We're on our number
I'm
1.
sure they're all obvious.
Yeah, they're pretty much. Well, actually, Michael's.
I don't think mine's obvious.
Michael's might not be, but mine's
Yeah,
and
might be
Chris's
surprising.
are.
You'll hear it and be like,
Yeah,
oh.
Michael's gonna say Undertale.
Did you guys
You'll
know
hear
that?
it, and you'll remember I sucked it off before on stream.
Did you guys know that Michael is the first person in our school ever? Well, when we went to school to beat Sans or something.
It's true. I got a girlfriend that way.
That's true.
That's true.
That
I
is-
witnessed that shit live.
That's so funny. Heard you beat Sans and Undertale. That's pretty much what happened when I was told the story.
That's literally what happened.
Oh my god, I'll never live that down.
Yeah, that's you gotta. That one's got to be in your book.
It's fantastic. Anyway, our top ones are pretty obvious. So, I already criticized my top 1 enough before, so I'm only gonna sing
Crazy.
praises.
Yeah, I mean that was a recent podcast.
Yeah, so, Bayonetta 3, best action game of the year.
Let's go!
Yeah, that's crazy, huh?
Not to me.
No, I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. It's not. Never mind. Just keep it going.
I don't know, I'm sure you meant it kind of like good. I know you meant it probably in a good way, like good for that. You know, Bayonetta has come a long way from suffering to find funding to being one of the best video game series in, you know, the modern era. And I love it. It is exactly what I love in a video game. It is everything I love to do. Bayonetta is great. I love Bayonetta. And Bayonetta 3 did not disappoint gameplay wise. It is more fluid. It is more fun. Apparently people have been experiencing like a lot of lag or something, but I haven't. So that just seems like
Yeah, it's not as bad.
that just seems like a skill issue for some people. Sorry.
True.
It depends on like if you're doing some
Switch
super
Pro.
duper crazy shit, like the game might.
Yeah, if you're trying to bug the game,
lag.
I've seen some people. I've seen you guys try to bug the game, like do crazy things that aren't unintended. Yeah, that's gonna lag. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like
The cutscenes are not at stable frame rate. The gameplay is just all that matters.
that's so sad, but it's so funny. It's great though. Everything is wonderful. Everything is great. The only thing I would add gameplay-wise is more weapons and bring back more demons. Although we have a lot. We have the most weapons we've ever had, so it's fine. But
I was about to ask that. I was like, wait, wasn't this the game with the most weapons?
yes, it is. But I'm
Greedy
greedy.
ass.
I'm greedy. You see, I have ideas. I know what I would do if I was in that chair and I was creating
You heard what he
weapons.
said? He said put him in. He said put him
Platinum
in
higher this man.
platinum games. Platinum higher this man.
Because I would be assigned old. There's old demons that aren't in here, and I just put them into. Just bring back old weapons, and then attach the old demons to those weapons. Because we did that. They already did that with one of the weapons. So, I'm right here with free ideas. Okay.
You'll get it with the new game.
Sure. That's gonna be the game of 2022, maybe. The game. Not any, no adjective to that. Just a game. The game of 2023. I think the gameplay has been perfected. I think it blends a good amount of Bayonetta 1 and 2 and then create something else with it. Because in Bayonetta 1, for example, like bullets would ricochet off walls. In Bayonetta 2, they didn't do that anymore. But Bayonetta 3, they do it again. So I think that's great. So it's more like free range fighting, and then there's just the ability to have your demons do combos, and then you can just do combos separately from them if you get good at timing. The way you can just have demons appear at the end of your combos are fantastic. Because used to, it was just like...
Oh, that shit is fire. Yeah, that shit is fire.
It was just an arm, but now it's just a whole demon like attacking. And that's great. The weapons are all good. They're all fluid. They're all good. And they're not all fluid, but they're all good.
All good?
Yeah, I was going to say they're all fluid, and I lied. Because they're not. But they're all good. The slow ones pack a big punch, but I prefer... I prefer speed. I don't think there's ever...
Yeah, the really cool ones were like at the end.
Mm-hmm. Because it's crazy. Like, these guys are great at ideas. Because, like, I would have never thought about a microphone weapon, but you know what? Here we are. A microphone weapon that acts like a spear.
Microphone.
That's fantastic.
The microphone spear.
And there's...
I like the jester one.
Oh, Abracadabra. That was the name of that one.
Is it literally just called Abracadabra?
Yes.
What?
Abracadabra is just... The weapon is just a staff, and it's a hat. And the cape. The cape goes with the hat.
Yeah, she changes her outfit a little.
Yeah, the cape goes with the...
Oh yeah, it gives her more outfits. Anyway.
Yeah, that's another thing. More outfits.
Nintendo exclusive? Dude, Nintendo didn't fund them enough.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I should have seen all my old exclusives back. I don't know why I didn't. I should have seen Cursed Ass, Inkling Bayonetta.
Yeah.
Inkling Bayonetta.
There should have been. I agree. There should have been an
funny.
Inkling Bayonetta, and then like just have her record a little voice line. Wommy.
Oh my god.
I would live.
Like, yeah.
I would quake. I would live. Also, like, it's not like unheard of. Like, it wouldn't be, because if you scan a Splatoon amiibo in Bayonetta 2, or Bayonetta 1, I don't know if it's in Bayonetta 1, but I know it's in Bayonetta 2. If you scan a Splatoon amiibo, Rodon will mention that he wants to talk shop with Sheldon from Splatoon. So, he called him a fresh weaponsmith, so. There is...
I didn't mention Smash in this game.
there would be lore up to why he would, visit Splatoon and have a Splatoon weapon. He wants to pick him up in NZAP.
Wait, so like you log into Splatoon 3 and fucking Rodon is in Sheldon's shop.
It just tells you to wait. Yeah, it's great.
The worst enemy, pinball.
Yeah, despite story pratfalls, a lot.
Just only mention the good stuff.
I did. There are a lot of high points in the story that I enjoyed. That just the crazy points though are great.
Oh yeah,
There should have been.
Exactly.
There should have been more, but the ones that were there were great. Like when Ball transformed into Ballsable and turned into like a rhythm game for like 5 minutes. That was great. A full opera.
Some of that crazy shit. The rhythm game. Am I bad? Because I feel like it was hard to time though, because of the way it looked. Like
I think it was a bit tough.
The way the bugs were coming in.
Yeah, I think it's because the small bugs, like the second you see the shine, you have to like go there. But then the fat ones that they had to it's like an offbeat, I think. Anyway,
Yeah, that one, I still, I got through it. I didn't fail.
I don't think you can. I genuinely don't think you can die unless you're you purposely miss every shot. But I don't even think you could die then. I don't know.
Can you die in any of the big boy moments?
I think you can if you lose your health.
Oh, I guess. I don't know. It's like I feel
I'm
like the Godzilla thing is like impossible to
I'm
lose.
not bad enough to lose that.
You just said if you died in Bayonetta 3, you have a skill issue.
Honest.
I don't think I died.
If you die in the big boss, the shift gameplay, I think you might just not know how to press buttons.
That's crazy.
I can understand you dying maybe in actual gameplay boss fights, because you don't know how to time witch time. Or maybe Viola fights.
You just forget to heal.
Yeah, that too. And healing doesn't cost you anything anymore, so...
They don't take away anything.
Yeah. Also, game overs don't cost anything either, apparently. I saw on YouTube that if you die, you don't have any, it doesn't take away from your score. Also, best addition in that I missed when I went back to record Bayonetta 2 footage for my next video, that you can just start in the middle of the chapter or wherever you want in the chapter. Basically, chapters are divided into sections now, and you can just jump there and update the current score. That's great.
I thought they were always like that.
No, they weren't. You had to play the whole
They
chapter.
weren't always divided into sections?
They were divided into chapters, but not the chapters themselves weren't divided into sections.
But don't they? Because you go into Bayonetta 2, you go into a level.
Yeah.
And then you do the first verse is what they're called, right?
Yes.
Verse?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a section. The verse, that verse 1 is a section, and then verse 2 is the next section.
Yeah, but now you can just jump to a different section.
Okay. But they were in the last games. Okay, you just couldn't jump. Okay.
Yeah. And because in Bayonetta 1 and 2, you have to play the whole chapter to update your final score. But now, you can just jump in the middle, or wherever you want to jump, and update your score from there. Which I think is much better. It relieves more. I do not like, by the way, how, once you unlock the Platinum ticket, which is the Rodon boss fight, if you die enough times, he'll offer you to buy the weapon without having to beat him. That's so disheartening.
That's alright.
He's a tough boss fight. You see the difference between this one and Bayonetta 1 and 2? The health bar in Bayonetta 1 and 2, he had 3 or 4 health bars, I think. But this one, he has 10. He has 10 health bars. And he is a motherfucker.
10? Okay.
I had to like
That's crazy.
fight him with like Jean. I had to like where I have infinite dodges because I was like not having. I was dying a lot, but it went well. It worked. I got the weapon as intended.
As intended.
Because you have to have like 9 million, like, or 99 million. That's a big big number to like buy his weapon. And I'm not doing that, so. Oh, you also unlock him as a demon to like fight with.
What?
You unlock
that's fire.
You unlock his weapon and him, and it's the best thing in ever. I love it. And Bayonetta 3 is just definitely game of the year for me. Honestly, and because like story isn't as important for me, it definitely solidifies how I feel about it. Obviously, it'd be better if the story was better, obviously. But since I just enjoy games to play, if the gameplay is bad, I'm not gonna have fun. Then that's really it for me. I just really enjoyed it, and I had a great time. And that's my number 1 game of the year. All
True.
right. Michael, your turn.
All right. Well, luckily this one is not a JRPG, so people can't be calling me JRPG fans. Don't do that, please.
You're a Persona fan.
No. Hold.
You did say you like customization. I mean,
That's true.
Yeah, what's that supposed to?
That I will give Persona that. Anyway, speaking of the third entry in action RPG, that's not RPG. Action games.
I figured it out.
By far and large, not even close. This is like the most video game I've ever played. Devil May Cry 3 was so fucking cool, man. I fucking love that game. Good lord. I don't know. It was like literally just like the perfect game from start to finish. It was so much fun.
Is it disorienting when coming from 2?
Yeah, he loves to.
I don't need to answer that, do I? I don't think that needs an answer. I think you know the answer. Yeah, that was coincidentally the worst game I played this year was Devil May Cry 2, so yeah.
Do we have a worse? Do you guys have worse games? Maybe
worst game of the year. Yeah.
Maybe we should say that later.
Worst game. That'd be fun. That'd be a good one.
I don't think I do because I don't play bad games. But
spitting. Anyway, I don't think there's too much I can get into. I mean, like, okay, all right. I mean, it's really like, you know, everything Gabe praised about Bayonetta 3. It's really just the same for Devil May Cry 3. It is just
same
like
game, huh?
It's like it's not.
They're like sister series, kind of.
Yeah, it literally is a sister series. Yeah. It's just like the gameplay was pretty much perfected. I think one of the things, because I've been going through a spiel of like enjoying like really difficult games. You were talking. I was laughing in my head about like, you know, how much they babyfied Bayonetta 3 apparently. It's on a Nintendo system.
I was gonna say that too, but I kept it to myself.
Yeah, Devil May Cry does not do that. It will put you through the ringer if it wants to. You walk in there, you see the only difficulty they offer to you is normal. You're like, what's some pussy shit? What is this? And then you get killed by the first boss like 10 times, and you're like, oh, okay. But it's like the perfect difficulty of you walk in there, you get your ass clapped, and then you're like, damn, I'm gonna go back in there, not adapt at all, and I'm just gonna keep headbutting my way through that boss until I eventually beat him by accident. But in reality, you are subconsciously learning. and then like you'll accidentally do something, and you'll be like, wait, I accidentally did something, and it worked. And then like from there on, you build onto that. So especially the bosses. I mean, the enemies are cool. I don't have a problem with the enemies. They're just not quite as intuitive in the way that you could kill them pretty much however the hell you want. The bosses are like very intuitively like, I guess different. I guess like a bunch of different ways you can like learn how to kill them. Like I remember I was streaming it because I was playing it during my little daily stream thing. I remember I streamed one of the bosses that I've been struggling with a while ago. I remember I called them Dark Souls bosses because that's pretty much what they were. It was like those two like dudes, like the red and the blue dude, who you had to like fight both at the same time, and they were both stupid strong. I learned by accident that you could parry their attacks, and I was like, oh my god, this game has parrying! Like, I really like when a game gives you like, here's the basics, find out the rest on your own. I love that. I love like the discovery aspect of shit like that. And so, yeah, it was just, I guess in like the best way I could say it, that game knows everything that I like. Like it has everything that I like and just perfects it. Like every single thing that I think makes a good video game, it has, and it says we're also doing a really good job with it. Like.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. I mean, the story leaves a little to be desired, I suppose. But
I love.
I mean,
see,
no one plays Devil May Cry for the story. So
nobody's playing Devil May Cry for the story.
That's all I think about things.
Yeah, the point more being, now I see why everyone loves Virgil. That's all I need from the story. Fucking Virgil's the coolest motherfucker on the planet. Like, all right, I got what I want. Yep.
Yeah.
They don't need like these confounding plot points that you're going like, oh shit, oh my god, I understand what they were talking about 3 chapters ago now. Like, we don't need any of that. I just need to see, I'm gonna fucking kill you, not if I kill you first, bitch, and then some raw ass sword scene. That's what I want. That is what I desire, and that's pretty much what the entire story is. Yeah, no, yeah. I'm still going through 4 right now. That's not on the list because I'm still going through it. Although, I guess back to an honorable mention because I also really like the first game. The first game was also really, really good. Yeah, and it's quite unfortunate that 2 has the word Devil May Cry in the title.
Well, you don't want that to be an honorable mention.
Yeah, very, very. That's my unhonorable mention.
Oh, it's your number 0, even above number 1.
My unhonorable mention.
Unhonorable.
Devil May Cry 1
would be the word, by the way.
Sweet. Yeah, whatever. Fuck, I don't care about English. Yeah, Devil May Cry 1, very lovely.
Clearly.
Devil May Cry 2, Devil May Cry 3, very lovely. Yep. And 4 is also playing really well. I'm really liking 4. I thought I heard people dogging on it, but I don't see what's wrong with it. Good. I think the game is muy excelente, and I'm very excited to get to. Very excited to get to 5 because I know that's I know that that was like the reboot of the like, okay, here is. I basically I just know there was like a long period between 4 and 5 because
Capcom came back is what 5 is.
Yeah. Capcom was like, oh right, this series, all right, put it in there. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I know a bit about Devil May Cry, but I'm excited. I need that. I don't know if they'll. I can't say next year. Just I don't want to lie, right? But I'm definitely playing it soon.
Yeah, as long as it's on the list,
it's definitely on the list. It's close.
Those like literally like I spent a long time thinking about like how would I describe Devil May Cry 3, and it's just like the most video game ever. Like it's just like it is everything. Yeah. It's what a video game should be. Fun. Like you walk out of there and you're like, damn, that was worth every penny that I paid for it. I didn't pay for it, but if I
don't say that.
No, I didn't pirate it. I Steam sharing with somebody. Actually, no, I think I do own it now. I think I liked 3 enough that I was like, I'll buy this myself. So and like the days where the internet is out and I want to play Devil May Cry, I don't want Steam saying no, you're not online. I want that. Yeah. Yeah. Even if I pay, it is one of those very few games where like I will give the okay. Here's the wording that I'll give it. I have given very, very few games this praise.
Oh shit!
I would have paid $60 for this game and said that was worth every penny. Yeah. Yeah.
The $60 thing is not. Okay.
I very rarely think a game is worth the full 60, but that game was. I would pay twice. Like I think I've said that for Yakuza 0 as well, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, Yakuza 0 was the other. I paid $5 for that game, and I think I got like a $100 experience out of it. So yeah, it's one of the very few games where no matter what you paid for it, it's good. But yeah, that's about it for that game.
Are we going on to?
It's not.
Yeah, I think I'm about done with Devil May Cry 3. Yeah, I didn't want to ramble on too long. I know that it's been my incessant maniac ramblings for a while because
Wait, I like listening to you guys ramble. That's why I'm fucking here. I wouldn't be on this podcast otherwise.
This is our chance to ramble, Michael. That's
fine.
kind of what a podcast is, isn't it? Just
we'd be here all day. We'd be here all day.
It's about the discussion.
Semi-organized rambling.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like that's the thing. I always play such different games, so I gotta like keep my mumbling in check because it would turn into the Michael podcast where Michael just talks about bullshit for an hour, talking to myself, which I can do. I'm fully capable of talking to myself, so I try to keep that. I try to keep that to a lower amount.
I'm streaming to myself right now. Like
this is what the Persona fans look like.
No.
This is what the number one Devil May Cry 2 fan looks like.
Yeah, the allegations.
That might be where I think I'd rather be a Persona fan.
That's so funny.
I think I'd rather be.
What's the other thing that you said you'd rather be than? You'd rather do Persona than? I remember you said that in like Chris's.
I remember that too.
Stream like last time.
I remember that too. I don't remember what it was, but yeah, I definitely said that for something. I was like, I think I'd rather play Persona. Oh no.
Yeah. I'm not sure what it was for, but
I remember. He was playing the
Sonic 3D.
He was playing the Sonic
at 3DS Lost World
3DS. And he was like, "You guys should play this. You guys should experience these controls." And I was like, "I think I'd rather play all the Xenoblade games twice."
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah,
I think I'd rather do that. I meant it. By the way, that wasn't like hyperbole.
What a great!
Wait, you really don't want to experience this?
What a
you
great!
You can just play level 1.
No. I'm good, bro.
That's a fantastic segue to what I expect Chris's top 1 game is.
Yeah.
What do you guys think it is?
Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite. Mr.
I mean,
Beast.
Goku did come out in Fortnite. That's a mention.
You got Goku. You got Naruto. Like
Fortnite does have Goku, and that was both this year. Wait a minute.
You mean
yeah?
Like, someone made a tweet where it's just it's Jump Force 2 or something.
Yeah, Jump Force 2
was good.
Yeah, good Jump Force. Man, I wish we got it.
That's funny.
Force? Oh man, I'm pissed. Anyway, I mean, it's clearly Sonic 2 on the game.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Yeah, I mean, best game
I love
3DS generation. You love 2. 3DS generations? That's fine. That game was okay. 3DS fucking Lost World might be the worst game.
That's so funny.
Actually, no. Never mind. Anyway, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. 2? 3?
Yeah,
2?
yeah, hilarious. Great.
Please help me. I gotta go.
Okay, let's go. Xenoblade Chronicles.
Man. I don't think I said I'd be an hour, but I don't think I'll be here for an hour. Actually, I think we'll just go.
Yeah, just.
I'll just drop the statements, right? I mean, best Xenoblade game. It's got the best combat. It's got the best cast of characters. Does it have the best story? No.
Which story do you prefer in the series? One.
Oh, out of all three, no, two. Two is my favorite story.
I have a question
Two is my favorite
for Xenoblade Master.
Okay.
If my
Let's see.
Xenoblade Master.
Now, you see, I would consider myself a Xenoblade fan, just so everybody in the audience knows the difference, right? Go ahead. Sorry.
Is the DLC Torna a different story, or would you count it together?
Torna,
what
it's
I've
a
heard is it
prequel.
is. Yeah, I've heard it's like a whole,
It's like a prequel
whole different
game.
shit. Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's literally a game.
okay.
So I do count it with it because Torna makes Mithra like good.
So if
Not that Mithra isn't good, but if you had like before Torna, I had Fire and Mithra together, and I played Torna, and I was like, damn, I like Mithra way more. But was that like your question?
That's a good answer to my question. I have now a follow-up question. Without Torna, would 2 still be the best story?
Let's see. Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Like, so the way I think I said this on a stream at some point, but the way the Xenoblade stories specifically go, like Xenoblade 1 is very like it's like a roller coaster, right? So like it starts off low, and then it hits a peak, and then it goes back down, and then it hits a peak, and it goes back down. Like that's Xenoblade 1's plot.
True.
Xenoblade 2, it starts at the bottom, and it's a constant up. Like it's just like it's just up, and then the game peaks, and then it ends. Like, whereas in Xenoblade 3, right, the actual thing where I'm dying all the time. Sorry, I'm just Xenoblade 3 is like consistent, where like the game is it's just a good like plot throughout the whole thing. It peaks at 5, like chapter 5. The game is like, Jesus Christ Almighty, like, but then like it goes back down and it like is consistent again, even though like the ending is incredible and all of that. But like, yeah, story is cool. It's just that the thing actually, you can just turn this. This is now a Xenoblade 3 review, fellas. Sorry.
That's what this is.
The story in 3, the overall plot is good because it focuses mainly on like the characters, and since the characters are actually like incredible this time around, like this, like as I said, the best cast of characters. So like we focus on what they're going through and everything that they're dealing with. So that makes it so like moments like chapter 5 and the ending hit way harder because we're focused on these characters and you care about these characters. That's what you're playing. You're here for them now. They make you care. They're like, oh, you didn't care about these guys? Well, maybe you do. It's like shit. I don't remember where I was going with that. Oh, but the main issue with the game's plot is the villains suck cock.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot.
The villains are not super good. Like, I like the idea. Like, so the best way you can describe the villains are Saturday cartoon, like, villains.
That's kind of funny.
That's so funny.
I think it is funny. I think it's, like, I liked it to an extent, but, like, obviously, like, I like the side character, the side ones, so, because I have to explain that every hero quest has, like, a villain, because there's like this group called the Mobius, right? And they're like every letter of the alphabet. So what I call them is Organization Alphabet, because that's what they are. And it's just like these bunch of people holding like suits and stuff. They have good charisma and stuff. They're fun. They have fun dialogue and stuff. But like none of them really go above and beyond, especially because it's a Xenoblade game, right? Or like we expect that kind of thing. There's one character, like N. N is good. N is a really good villain. But after he's sort of done with, we get to like the main villain, and the main villain is not interesting at all. Well, it's a lie. Like what he is interesting, but it's just that you don't care. It's like, we're just like, I'm here and I'm doing this final fight because I want my characters. I want the characters to succeed, pretty much. So that's them. That's like the worst part about that. I mean, we'll just the negatives, dude. We'll just get them out the way. I think this game has the best battle OST.
Okay.
But I think the overworld music is not as good, or at least I don't like it as much as 1 and 2, because it's not as like grand, adventurous. Like especially 2. Like 2's soundtrack is super like like this is a big journey. Like we're going to find the One Piece type shit. Like it's like I love that in 2's soundtrack, and 3's is more like mellow. You know, it's very, it takes sort of a backseat. Whereas like 1 and 2 are definitely trying, like those songs definitely try to get your attention when you're running around in the overworld, right? And I think in 3 the main issue is because sorry, I'm distracted. Sonic, I died in Sonic. The main issue is because like the menu, there's menu music, and normally when you're playing a game and you pause the game, you still hear the music in the overworld, and that gives you sort of time to listen to the overworld music. But since the menu has its own song, it gets interrupted, so you don't hear it as much, and you don't have enough time to like enjoy it. And a second point is that when you fast travel, it automatically switches to daytime because of like this new quality of life thing that they added, where like you can change the time of day if like whenever you're about to switch. So whenever you're about to fast travel, right? Like you fast travel, you can pick the time of day to fast travel to as well as the place, which is good, right? Like that's good, except for the fact that you'll never see nighttime if you're fast traveling all the time, because you're not going to press the extra buttons to turn it to night while you're fast traveling, right? You're just going to hit it, and it's already set to day. You're just going to let it set to day, so you're always going to hear the daytime themes. You know, nighttime themes are really good if you listen to them on the soundtrack, or if you stick around long enough in an area. But it is a good quality of life change. Anyway, the combat is peak. The combat is really what drives this game for me, man. I love the fact that they were like, yo, so like Final Fantasy V, let's just do that in 3D. So like there's this fucking class system. There's like, I don't know, 30 classes. You can put a class on everybody. And they all play differently, they all function differently. You can learn moves from the class, and then like you can keep like 3. So hold on. How it works is there's the class has 4 moves, you can equip 3, right? And if you level up the class enough, you get to learn some moves from that class. And then the characters have extra slots, or 3 extra slots, where then you can then use class abilities that you've learned, and then you can put them on any other class that you're now leveling up. So you can mix and match and go fucking wiki whack, right? Make some real broken shit. It's super cool in combat too, because you can fuse arts. There's like fusion arts where like you can put two abilities together, and you get both of its effects on one attack, and it does like a lot of damage and shit. There's fucking the Ouroboros transformations where these guys fuse up. They fuse and turn into like a big boy mech, and it's cool as shit. And you just do crazy shit with that. The chain attack is super broken and fun this time around, except for the music. The music is not fun. The music's great, but it's not fun when you turn it on. And it takes away from the incredible boss music that you were just listening to, or the very emotional boss music that you were just listening to. And now you press the chain attack button, and you get this very upbeat, happy song, ruining the moment. That's not fun. But chain attack is probably the coolest chain attack they've done. It makes the most sense. Out of all of them, it's like one. Dude, what the fuck is one chain attack? Like, what are you doing that? Like one chain attack is more like, oh, I'm just gonna hit you with a break, topple, daze, and we call it a day. And that's the chain attack in one. Two is like a whole hierarchy thing where you gotta like break the orbs that you see, have to set up orbs and break the orbs. Two's content is like rocket science. But three is great. Three is combat, best combat in the series. I love it. Best characters ever. I really hope. I think. See, I like two more than three, but it's not that much, right? The DLC can push three over two. It really could.
When's the DLC come out?
Or sometime next year. Like if the DLC is complete fan service, like I'm talking, this is semi spoiler, right?
Spoiler?
I'm talking like we get Shulk and Rex get to meet up, and they get to be together, and like pretty much if the whole cast of 1 and 2 and 3 just get to come together and fight some threat, if that's whatever the deal, because we don't know, right? Like, because again, it's not, they didn't. Some people will argue otherwise, but they didn't. It's not really left shit out for DLC. So we don't really know what the DLC is going to be, because Torna was like originally going to be in 2, but then they didn't have time, so they made it DLC. That's what Torna became, but this one is like planned from the jump. So we have no real clue. All our clue is the 3 swords, right? You got that image with the Minuano, the Aegis, and the Lucky Seven. So I mean, hopefully that means that everybody comes together, has a good time. I know there's a lot of copium that it's an epilogue because the ending is like the saddest shit, and they're just coping for a happier time. Because 1 and 2 are happy endings, but 3 they just decided to just not do that this time. But yeah, I mean, I guess I'll stop there before we go on for another 30 fucking years. Xenoblade is fucking cool. I mean, it was as soon as they announced it was this year, dude. The game came out and they dropped it like 4 months later. Every game should do that, by the way.
Yes.
They announced the game and it came out 4 months later. It was great. You didn't have to wait that long. There wasn't that big of a hype cycle.
Yeah, because there's a point where the hype cycle kind of dies if it waits too long. So now it's just a trudge to get to the.
And it gets annoying.
Yeah.
Yep. So I mean, yeah, that's cool. I mean, Xenoblade. I mean, it's the best series you can play on the Switch. So I mean, it is that. But you know, it is anime. So if you don't like anime, I can't really say. Can't really recommend that. All of them are anime, by the way. 1, 2, 3, they're all anime. Anyone who says like, "Well, 1 is less anime than 2," don't listen to them. They're stupid. And the devs themselves call Xenoblade a playable anime. So
Kind of funny.
checkmate. But yeah, it's not my podcast, fellas. It's Umber and.
It's ours. All right, this is.
So,
I'm not gonna take responsibility for this podcast alone. We are co-hosts, all 3 of us. This
Not me. I'm dropping out.
Oh well.
Wait, I thought I was kicked out ever since I said Heart Gold and Soul Silver and
I'm still
Sword
holding.
and Shield were in the
I'm
same.
still holding auditions.
Oh, okay. How are those going?
You know what the bear told me today?
Oh boy.
What did Mr. Bear say?
He said Sword. We're playing Scarlet and Violet. He said Sword and Shield was better.
Oh yeah, he said that before.
He said things though. Kyle says all kinds of things.
Who's Kyle?
Bear.
Ah,
Bear says all kinds of things.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right.
Xenoblade Peak. Maybe the
Uh,
game isn't peak fiction, but chapter 5 and the ending is peak fiction. So we're close. We're close.
You want to say a worst game of the? Don't have to go into it. Just say worst game of the year.
And if that shit ain't Final Fantasy VIII, it's Sonic Lost World 3DS or
Yeah.
Sonic Sonic's
No,
Secret
that game's
Rings,
good.
or oh, is it? Or
Yeah.
it's Sonic 2 Game Gear.
No.
Notice how they're all Sonic games, and then that one Final Fantasy game. That's me. I got mine out the way.
I don't have any. So
You don't have a worst game of the year? Wow, non-hater.
no, I just don't play bad games.
Ah,
No,
true.
he doesn't play anything.
He's true. He's truing.
Why would I play a game that I hear is bad? Why would I do that?
No, you see, you wouldn't know it's bad until you play.
Yeah. No, I heard so much about Devil May Cry 2. I was like, nah, it can't be that bad. Hmm.
Can't be that bad.
Hmm.
You know what game isn't bad? Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle.
True.
All celebrating its 4th Dragon Ball Super Hero celebration with Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo headlining banners for the brand new Year celebration. Download today.
Download now. Bandai, please give me stones for the shout out.
They won't. But that's all the time we have for today.
I gotta get
thank
back
you
to
all.
playing Animal Crossing.
Yeah. Thank you all for joining.
Bye. Love you. Love you, friends. Love you, my fans.
I don't think you have any because you're a Persona
What?
fan.
Oh, yeah. That's reasonable.
You're not being the Persona fan allegation.
I'm your fan.
Yeah, well, alright. At least I have one fan. Alright?
Yeah,
Alright, how
I'm
many
your fan.
fans do you have?
600.
I don't have any fans.
No. Subscribe.
Yeah?
If more people watch this podcast, I'm sure they do.
What?
You're what?
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Alright, well. Good night. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
I wish Bayonetta was real.
Me too.